You can watch the rest of that video on Facebook. If you just like me on Facebook, and you look at it, and you'll see the rest, and you'll see the solution that we have proposed, and you'll also then understand why I'm running for Congress. And that video was done by Reason TV, which is a secular group of people from Washington. They came up and they put that together. And so the fact that they put our testimony in was really amazing. And I see some of the people here that volunteer in the clinic. You know what it's like. And it's a real privilege to be able to care for people who are in need. And we can be there. If you want to help, there's two things you can do. One is come to the clinic. We'll be outside. I'll give you the hours. And there's 12 hours a week, a little bit more than that is when we're available. But then you just come and befriend the people who come, and we don't make appointments, so it's God's appointments. And you can come and you'll find out what kind of a difference you can make. You don't have to have a lot of medical training or any, because there's always something you can do. The other thing is we're going to go on some town hall trips in the area, and we're going to tell the churches about how they can start a clinic like ours. Talk about churches working together. This is the way that we're going to be able to solve the healthcare crisis. And if God moves, that's what's going to happen. And so that's what, you can facilitate that. We're going to be going, John and I will be doing the talking, but if we have a couple people with us who can just help with the literature and kind of be in the back and collect names and whatever, signatures, all that's a big help for us. So we'll be out in the back, and you can sign up for maybe helping us with that. Random times, I can't tell you when, but if I've got 30 people on a list and 3 of you can come at a certain time, that's really all we'll need. So that would be perfect. When I go on the campaign trail, I get to say what I want. And so I like to quote from Isaiah. And if you do away with the yoke of oppression, with the pointing finger and malicious talk, and you spend yourselves on behalf of the hungry and satisfy the needs of the oppressed, then your light will shine in the darkness, and your night will become as the noonday. That's my prayer.
And I'm John, her husband, and her driver, and her encourager, and I need your prayer. One of the things that I've was thinking about since last night when we gave our little presentation was how nothing really changes. How in the first century church, they too were underwater on their houses. They too were foreclosed. They were pushed out of Jerusalem into their diaspora. They were felt abandoned. And I was thinking about one of the chapters that the early church told their people to remember, if they could, to memorize in the early Greek. And it was the chapter of Psalm 63. And the reason why Psalm 63 was such a wonderful chapter was because David got thrown out of his palace. His son booted him out and literally had to leave with his shirt on his back. And he was the anointed one. He had some questions, I'm sure. God, why am I homeless? If I'm your anointed one, why am I in the middle of the desert? But then he saw God in the stars. And he looked up and he said, "Oh God, you are my God." He says, "Earnestly I seek you." He said, "My soul thirsts for you. My body longs for you in a dry and weary land where there is no water." He said, "But I have seen you in the sanctuary, and I have beheld your power and your glory." And he says, "Because your love is better than life, your love is better than life, My lips will glorify you. I will praise you as long as I live. And in your name will I lift up my hands. My soul will be satisfied as with the richest of foods, and with singing lips will I praise you. It says, on my bed, we all go to bed, we all get sick. It says, on my bed, I remember you. I think about you in all the watches of the night. Because you are my friend, my help, I will sing under the shadow of your wings. He says, my soul clings to you, and your right hand holds me. Isn't that amazing? Thousands of years ago, he's alone. He's eating dirt, dust. And God was there. And after 10 years that we've been doing this, I've seen God supply. Same thing. 40,000 patients now. And God has provided. So we thank you for supporting us. Thank you.